Good morning, junior kindergarten. It's Miss I here on this lovely Tuesday, March 31st, 2020, and I'm here to guide you into your writing lesson for today. So let's go ahead and see what our question of the day is. Let me share my screen. There we go. Okay, so the picture I see is a woman dressed as a superhero, and the question is, describe what your mother looks like. Interesting. Okay. Now, it's really important, kindergarten, that when you are writing, you're keeping four things in mind. This is your 4-point writing criteria. The first thing is that when you write, your first letter has to start with an uppercase. We remember what uppercases and lowercases are, right, girls? Every letter of the alphabet has a big letter, the uppercase, and a small letter, lowercase, kind of like the mommy and the baby. So when you write a sentence, at the beginning of each sentence, you have to start with an uppercase letter. The second thing you want to remember is that when you're writing words, in between each word, you have to remember to put a nice big finger space. Okay? Because if your words didn't have spaces between them, they'd all be stuck together and you really wouldn't be able to read them very well. The third thing you have to remember is that at the end of your writing, you have to put a period. It kind of looks like a little dot, and I'm going to show you how to do one in my writing in a little bit. And the fourth thing to remember is making sure you're taking the time to really form those letters nicely. Some letters are small, some letters are tall, and some letters fall, like your J or a G or a Y. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate an answer that you might write today. I'm going to demonstrate an acceptable answer for today's writing piece. So I'm thinking about what my mom looks like. My mom. A really important part of writing is giving yourself a chance to think about what you're going to write. Okay, well, my mom has green eyes. I'm going to choose this sentence because it's short. And right now, we're aiming for writing that is about one sentence long, no more than that. Even if it's just a few compound words that don't quite make a sentence, that's fine. Let's aim for one sentence max. So I'm going to repeat my sentence out loud to myself a few times, just so I can really start to visualize it. I'm even going to count out my words. My mom has green eyes. 5 words. I can do it. I'm going to get ready to write. Okay, so remember, I have a new sentence. I have to start with an uppercase. My uppercase M is going to start here for the word my. My. I hear a Y. Take your time, girls, to sound everything out. It doesn't matter if you're spelling everything correctly, but it does matter that you're trying your hardest to sound out all the letters and sounds. My. Good. Now I have a new word, but I have to do a finger space first. So I'm going to leave nice finger space, nice space. My space. Oh, 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 oh. That's the word mom. My mom, finger space. Has. My mom has. Now I'm going to go to my second line. G is a letter that falls down. Make sure it's falling. Green. My last word, eyes. That's a tricky word, but I know how to spell that. Don't worry if you don't know how. Eyes. Now, I might think I'm done my sentence, but I am actually forgetting something very important. Do you remember what it is? It's the period at the end of my sentence. So a period looks like a little dot. It goes on the bottom line, and it's not too big, not too small, just the size of Montreal. and put it right there at the bottom. Can you see it? Good. So I can review my sentence now. Do I have an uppercase at the beginning of my sentence? Ding. Do I have spaces in between each of my words? Ding. Do I have a period at the end of my sentence? Ding. And am I taking the time to write each and every letter beautifully? Ding. Excellent. Okay, once again, it doesn't really matter how long your sentences are or how perfectly the spelling was done. It really just matters that you're trying to stretch out each word and that you're working on your letter formation. I'll put that down for today. Okay, girls, I think that you are ready to go in and start your writing. I have provided a sheet right here that you can print out and use to write on, or else you could just write on regular loose leaf at your home. Just make sure, mom and dad, whoever's watching this, that when you have the piece of paper ready, you separate whatever writing space your child has into two, so they can start getting the idea of lowercase taking up half the space and uppercase taking up the entire space. Okay, so something like this is a really helpful tool in the beginning of their writing careers. After that, you have skills 3, page 49 to 50, and you can practice printing the alphabet A to Z lowercase today. I have included on the JK resources, if you click that, some writing templates that might be of use to you. So for example, if you click on this one that says alphabet practice, you could just print out a bunch of these, and every day you could circle which one you're working on. So either uppercase or lowercase. And then you see in each little box, there's the right spacing for lowercase letters, which take half the space, and uppercase letters, which take the entire space. If you want to work on one letter in particular, I also uploaded a letter practice PDF where you can write the letter of the day and just kind of repeat that letter until you feel like you've had enough for the day. Okay, junior kindergarten, well, that's all for me for today. Have a great writing period, and you'll see me again before you start your phonics. Bye-bye.